All right, let's lock in. Turn the phone over. Get this damn mac and cheese out my face.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course.
I like ball.
Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas State Bobcats, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Got any game packed out.
And the Bobcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They make the
Why is that
stop at the
motherfucker
41,
stay
but
getting
it's a
hurt?
15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice.
Touchdown, Rice! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
A little more.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's key. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. The Bobcats have their offense in high gear.
Oh, man.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here we go. Looking to fire. Now sliding to his left. Heaves it on the run. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the right. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he makes the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Rice rushes to the line. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. A strike downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's key. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season.
Damn
this
it,
guy,
man.
Unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Oh, they're after him. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Got his man. Racing down the left side. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. Working the middle, it's complete. And that one did not work.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few going over the top. He's got it inside the 30. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Makes the catch. It's Orlando. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back.
I'm getting my ass whooped, dog. Fuck.
How about this defense taking one
Fucking
back to the
selling. Sorry.
I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but
Fuck.
we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is
Playing
scoring,
dumb.
good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Playing dumb.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense
Why am I-
will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Orlando. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. He's got it on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Complete in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the 1st down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get them on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
And the Bobcats will try to pick it up on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. Touchdown, Texas State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Fuck, man.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, this time the defense played it well because this quarterback has given them some problems on the ground.
He's got so much speed and has had some success, but I like the end of this run. Not only get him on the ground, punish him. Make him think twice about running the football in the future.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quick pass on the jet motion. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half.
Good drive here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's key. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Wants to throw again. He's looking deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Whips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. This one's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side.
I had that.
Got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He caught it.
Just need a stop.
Touchdown, Rice.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards. Keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Got it behind the line. It's key.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Bobcats in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Scrambling away. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Orlando. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bobcats are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chance.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
First down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Punts it out of the air. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
At the 6-yard line. First and goal, Texas State.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Bobcats in the hurry up. Tries again to get it in. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Fires into the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field.
I'm a fucking idiot.
He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Under fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Time to take a shot. Another interception. This guy just can't.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the...
Turning it on! Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. The handoff keeps working on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Handoff to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll try the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6.